a Field TUFF 4x4 harrow with the 1/2 inch tines. You can get it from Northern Tool. It's got the chain with the loop on the end designed to go over a 2-inch ball. This is a little bit smaller than a 2-inch, but it should work. And right now I've got the tines set up to be real aggressive because we're working on some dirt here that we're going to be planting grass on. It's really rough, so I want to really churn it up. But it goes together really easy. If you put the tines with the aggressive side forward, it'll turn the dirt up more, bust it up better. If you put it the other way with the tines leaning backwards, it does it a little smoother and it's not quite as aggressive. It tames it down, but assembly is really easy. You just drop the hooks into the loops. Just make sure you got it turned the way you want it with the tines, and then the second piece goes right into it and hooks right into the back. Some people have hooked it with this hook and this hook going together, but they have reviews saying that it comes loose. And I was looking at some of the pictures a little closer, and it shows that you hook it through here, and apparently that'll keep it a little tighter and they won't come apart. So we'll drag this thing along, see how it does, and maybe do a good review on it. Okay, so ripped all of this up with the tines facing forward, which is a more aggressive way of dissing it or ripping it up with the tines. And after I got all of that done, threw the rocks and the limbs and stuff out, I went in and I put the grass seed in. After I put the grass seed in, then I flipped the tines around to where they weren't quite as aggressive, and then drug it that way, and it covered up all the seeds. Very satisfied with it. I mean, you're looking at less than $300. I think we paid like $260 for it. If you use one of the Northern Tool discounts, gift cards, you can get 25 bucks off of it. But for less than 300 bucks, it's pretty good. I mean, you're talking a 1/2 inch tine diameter, and it ripped the crap out of the dirt. So I was very happy with it. So it comes in basically 3 pieces. You've got your pull bar here with your chain. This is designed for a 2-inch ball to go down on your hitch. And then you've got your first set of chains here, your links, and then you have a second set. They sell an additional set of this, so you can have 3 sets hooked on there, and that puts you at a like 6 foot long set of drag harrows. But you can see there's hooks on the back here and there's hooks on the front here, and you can turn this so that the tines are either dragging backwards like they are now, or if you turn it the other way, it puts the tines where they're straight down and they're a little more aggressive. That's what I started off with, and it ripped the ground up really good. And once I got the grass seed on the ground, I flipped it around like this to where it wasn't quite as aggressive, and then drug it across the grass seed so the dirt would just turn over and bury the grass seed in it. But don't use these hooks to hook into the hooks on the back end. I've seen a lot of people do the reviews and say that they didn't like it because the hooks kept coming off or whatever, but it's not designed to go that way. You want to hook it into there when you set it up. Hook it into those links. Now when you flip it around and want to drag it the other way, then you're going to put that piece on first, and then you're going to flip this around and put this piece hooking onto that piece. So just do it that way. If you try to hook it in hooks to hooks, the hooks will come loose and it'll fall off. But I didn't have any problems with this coming off. Everything stood up fine. I had one time when I hit a big rock, back corner popped up and folded over, and I had to get off and lay it down. In the video, I'm going to show you where I was dragging it with the GoPro behind me. It will gather up a bunch of limbs and rocks and stuff. When it gets full, all you got to do is pick it up, move it over to the side off all the junk, and then push the junk off to the side, and then drive off and keep going. But if you get all this stuff caught up underneath it, it lifts it up and your tines aren't cutting deep into the ground. So very pleased with it. Like I say, for less than 300 bucks, it's a great way to do food plots or plant grass or anything. So, and it's built really well. It'll last a long time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review.